In the heart of an ancient forest, where sunlight filtered through emerald canopies and the earth smelled of pine and possibility, there lived a mighty lion named Leo. Golden-maned and powerful, he was the undisputed king of these woods, respected by all creatures for his strength and hunting prowess. One crisp autumn morning, as mist clung to the forest floor, Leo encountered an ass named Barnaby. Barnaby was not like other donkeys. He was convinced that his loud, braying voice was the most powerful weapon in the forest.
"My voice can shake the very trees,"
he would boast to anyone who would listen. Seeing an opportunity, Barnaby approached the lion with an audacious proposal.
"Mighty Leo,"
he began, puffing out his chest.
"Imagine what we could accomplish together. Your strength and my terrifying voice would make us the greatest hunting team the forest has ever seen."
Leo, wise and experienced, saw through Barnaby's bluster immediately. But he was also curious. With an amused glint in his amber eyes, the lion agreed.
"Very well,"
Leo said, his voice a low rumble.
"We shall hunt together. But remember, true hunting requires patience, stealth and skill, not just noise."
Barnaby dismissed this advice with a wave of his hoof.
"Leave the strategy to me."
The unlikely pair set off into the deepening forest. Soon they came upon a meadow where deer grazed peacefully, unaware of danger. Barnaby's eyes lit up.
"Watch this,"
he whispered excitedly. Before Leo could stop him, Barnaby charged into the open and let out the loudest, most ear-splitting bray the forest had ever heard. The sound was indeed tremendous. Birds exploded from the trees in panic. The deer's heads shot up, ears swiveling. Within seconds, the meadow was empty. The prey vanished into the undergrowth. Barnaby trotted back to Leo, beaming with pride.
"Did you see that? Did you hear how wonderfully I frightened them?"
Leo emerged from the shadows, his expression unreadable.
"I heard,"
he said simply. That afternoon, they tried again near a watering hole where wild boar gathered. Once more, Barnaby insisted on using his secret weapon. Once more, he charged forward and brayed with all his might. The boar scattered instantly. Diving into the thickest brambles where neither predator could follow, Barnaby returned, still proud.
"Excellent work, don't you think? They fled so quickly."
Leo's patience was wearing thin.
"The prey fled, yes, but they fled from both of us. You made it impossible for me to hunt."
"Nonsense,"
Barnaby declared.
"They fled from my voice."
As evening approached, Leo decided on one final lesson. They came upon a clearing where rabbits played, innocent and unsuspecting.
"This time, let me show you how true hunting is done. Watch and learn."
The lion moved like liquid shadow, silent and deliberate. He became invisible, a ghost in the twilight. Barnaby, unable to contain himself, whispered loudly,
"This is taking too long. Let me help."
"Silence,"
Leo commanded, but it was too late. Barnaby opened his mouth for another mighty bray. Still, the rabbits fled, and Leo, with one powerful leap, caught the slowest one. Barnaby rushed over, triumphant.
"We did it. My voice drove them right into your paws. What a team we make."
Leo looked down at the small, proud donkey, and for the first time, he spoke the truth plainly.
"Barnaby, if I did not know that you were merely an ass, and if I had not seen your antics all day, I too would have been frightened by your loud braying. But noise without strategy is just noise. True power lies not in how loudly you can call, but in knowing when to be silent."
Barnaby's ears drooped slightly. For a moment, understanding flickered in his eyes.
"The animals didn't flee because they feared you. They fled because any sensible creature runs from chaos. Your noise told them danger was near, but it also told them exactly where not to be."
The ass was quiet for a long moment. Then he sighed.
I thought my voice made me important."
"It does, but not in the way you think. Your voice is powerful, yes, but power without wisdom is like a sword without a wielder. It swings wildly and hits nothing."
Barnaby nodded slowly.
"I see. I was so busy boasting, I never considered how it affected our hunt."
"Exactly. True courage needs no fanfare. Those who must constantly proclaim their greatness often have little substance to back their words.
As the sun set, painting the sky in shades of gold and crimson, they walked back together. Barnaby was quieter now, thoughtful. He had learned an important lesson about humility, about the difference between being loud and being effective, between boasting and achieving. And Leo, the wise lion, had learned something too, that even the most foolish companion can teach valuable lessons if one has the patience to listen. From that day forward, Barnaby still brayed. After all, it was his nature, but he learned to do so at appropriate times, understanding that true strength lies not in constant display, but in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent.